Thanks, Andrea.
Texas Democratic Congressman Lloyd Doggett, who serves on the Ways and Means Committee and the Budget Committee, joins me now. Congressman, thank you very much. What do we know about, first of all, your reaction to the budget, the $8.6 billion? Is there any appetite in Congress to approve that kind of money for a border wall?
None at all, Andrea. You know, the president is obsessed with this wall. He even claimed that in San Antonio, that I represent, there was a wall. It's an imaginary place. We can't find it anywhere. It's as imaginary as the crisis he's created.
Is there any kind of money in the budget for this kind of priority, even if you thought it were a priority? Well,
I think that unless you want to borrow more money, which is the way he finances everything in the budget, there's not. I've come to the conclusion, since the wall is unnecessary, as indicated even by his own experts, that what Trump really wants here is a permanent fight. He needs a crisis. He needs to be involved in a battle. That is all that keeps his base together, with his anti-immigrant hysteria and his bigotry. And that fight is essential to security, but the security involved is his personal security, not our country. He wants to protect himself by keeping a loyal base that can help preserve him in office.
We saw a number of your fellow Democrats challenging Kirstjen Nielsen last week about the separation of children, about the policies that she has overseen, saying that she's not responsible for what HHS does, but of course not pushing back against the basic policy. Now we learn from this court ruling Friday night in California that there were even more children separated and not tracked and not reunited. Is there anything at all that Congress can do?
Well, it's just horrifying. Even the story of one little child being torn away from their mother is so distressing. And we know this administration has been so indifferent, probably some of these children will never be reunited with their families. We in Congress can continue demanding accountability from the administration, bringing them up here, questioning them about this, trying to hold them to Trump's phony promises that he was ending this, and we can try to write in additional protections into the appropriations bill. But the ultimate solution, as with so many other problems in this country, is to get a new president.
Well, we're certainly getting into the campaign mode, as you know better than anyone, being up there with all of them, the members and senators already running. But let's talk also about the tax returns. You're on Ways and Means. When is Chairman Neal going to demand the president's tax returns, and what do you expect the response from the White House to be?
Well, I would hope that it would be very soon. He has been thorough and methodical, but to delay this further is to run right into a White House that doesn't believe in transparency and disclosure, and will probably stonewall this, so that eventually we may have to take legal action. And if we ever get the returns, it's a matter of having experts look at them in private to see whether any disclosure is justified. It's not a matter of getting the return and putting it on the front page of the paper and in your broadcast. I believe we may ultimately need to do that, but only after careful review consistent with the legislative issues we have in our committee. Confidence in the tax system that this president, with his disregard of taxes and his history of apparent fraud, it creates a problem for, as well as the questions about Saudi and Russian influence in investments in his businesses. So the sooner the better, and the more comprehensive the better. It must include the business operations of the Trump organization, which appears from some testimony to be almost a criminal enterprise.
Congressman Lloyd Doggett from the great state of Texas, thank you very much. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much.